Welcome to today's lesson. You will need your composition book for notes and a pen or a pencil. Please gather those materials now. Okay, so today's lesson is over the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. Now, what I'm going to tell you, I don't want you to copy down, I just want you to listen to me. So the converse of the Pythagorean theorem states that if the sum of the squares of the lengths of two sides of a triangle is equal to the square of the length of the third side, then the triangle is a right triangle. And I read this and I went, what? I don't understand a word that says. So let me break it down to you in layman's terms, or terms you can understand. What this is saying is, if I give you three sides of a triangle, is there a way to tell if it's a right triangle? Yeah, you can tell using the Pythagorean theorem. So what I will do is give you three sides of a triangle, and you will determine if it's a right triangle or not. You can't just assume it's a right triangle just by the way it looks. So you actually have to do the math. You can't just say, oh, that's a right triangle because that looks like a right triangle, because sometimes it will be and sometimes it won't. So what I want you to copy down is this. Okay, so let's look at problem. Is the triangle a right triangle? That looks like a right triangle, but I don't know if it is or not. So let's justify our reasoning by doing the Pythagorean theorem. Now remember, what side is always the longest side? The C. So in this problem, 6 and 8 will be my legs, and 10 would be my third side, or my C. So I'm going to plug this in. Does C squared, does 6 squared plus 8 squared equal 10 squared? Well, what's 6 squared? 36. What's 8 squared? 64. What's 10 squared? 100. So does 36 plus 64 equal 100? Yes. So that's a right triangle. Hit pause and copy that down. All right, so let's look at this one. What's going to be my A? What's going to be my B? And what's going to be my C? Looking at the picture, it looks like a right triangle. Let's do the math. Does A squared plus B squared equal C squared? What's 4 squared? 16. What's 5 squared? 25. What's 6 squared? 36. What's 16 plus 25? That's 41. Does 41 equal 36? No. So although this looks like a right triangle, it's not. Does that make sense? All right, go ahead and hit pause and copy that down. The last thing we're going to talk about is the Pythagorean triple. There are several triangles that have perfect legs and hypotenuses. Like the most famous one is the 3, 4, 5 triangle. 3 squared plus 4 squared is 5 squared. So we have a rhyme that will help you remember what they are. And when I get done with the rhyme, I want you to write it down, and then I want you to repeat it to yourself at least 2 times. So here's the rhyme. 3 goes with 4, goes with 5. 7, 24, 25. 12 is between 5 and 13. 8, 15, 17. Hit pause and copy that down. Okay, so here let's do it again. 3 goes with 4, goes with 5. 7, 24, 25. 12 is between 5 and 13. 8, 15, 17. You're going to need to memorize this because you will have a quiz over Pythagorean triples in class. Now, 3, 4, and 5 is a triple, but 6, 8, and 10 is also, because you can multiply. So if you have a triangle that you think might be a triple, you can always reduce the sides by the same number to see if it goes with one of these. All right, that's your notes. See you later. Oh, and don't forget to answer the question.